Hello, and welcome to episode 180 of Quarkus Insights with our special guests, Matthias Cruz and Andy Damovan. So what we're going to do the sequel to um, an episode that we did either last week or 2 weeks ago. It was really cool. We did it like a workshop, like a lab, but we kind of did it as the insights so that people could follow along while Andy and I watched, and Matthias did all the work. So I think it went well for everybody. And I think we can probably jump right into that. We don't have any Quarkus news, but actually, let's do a little bit of introduction before we jump in, just for people who maybe didn't catch the last one. So do you want to go first, Andy?
Yeah. So I'm Andy Damovin. You might have known me on a few Quarkus Insight about mostly about web stuff, so Quinoa, the web bundler, HTMX, Honard. So this is all my stuff, and today we keep going on that with that lab that we, yeah, as you said, we did the first part last week, and now we do the second part. Mateus has been helping a lot on those web stuff too, and now we'll talk a bit about Quarkus Rock. But Mateus, go present yourself.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Okay, my name is Matheus Cruz. I'm from Brazil. I'm in contributing with Quarkus. I started this year contributing with some issues in Quarkus Core, and actually working with Quarkus Open Paginator and Quarkus Rock and Quarkus Dapper. I like to help something with something. And okay, that's all.
Excellent. I mean, I think that's such a nice story just in general as well, of like that you started contributing this year and now you're like doing the lab and you're presenting on Quarkus Insights and you're doing workshops with George and just
Yeah,
really super involved,
I'm very
which
happy.
yeah. And I think we can probably share the credit for that, right? So we can say that's partly because you're awesome and it's partly because the Quarkus team is awesome and welcoming. Everybody wins. So I guess before we start, if people didn't see the previous lab, do they need to like stop and go back and watch that one, or
No,
will it still make
there
sense?
is no specific order in the lab. You can start from the second part
Cool.
and then do the first part, a bit like Star Wars.
Excellent. So I
uh,
guess let's. Oh yeah.
So you just need to run the first application because the second one don't start the database. Uh,
um, I think it does.
no,
I
no,
need to
just
try it. You tried it?
yeah, try it.
Okay, then maybe you need you need to start the DB somewhere. Yeah, I'm not
or
sure how to do that then.
or you change the update the DPA update for from none to update. Just it.
Okay.
Yep. If anybody's following along and tries it, you can drop something in the chat about which way works or what the steps are, and we can share that. So I guess do we want to start, Andy, with a little bit of an introduction about Quarkus Rock?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go with that. Can you see my screen?
We can, yes.
So Quarkus Rock has nothing much to do with what we are going to present today. The only thing is that we took as an example creating a CMS and writing a blog, and Quarkus Rock is actually doing that in its own way. So last week, if you came to that page, it was still a work in progress. Now with version 0.08, you can start using it. We need to add the documentation. So for now, you have one example that you could start from, which is the blog directory, where you have a seat. Let me make it bigger. Up. where you have a seat. This is really looking like Jekyll, where you have the post. Here are the blog posts. Welcome to Quarkus Rock. And we close to be feature equivalent to Jekyll, which is already a great milestone, I guess. So here is the index. You can do pagination, stuff like that. And the result is actually published with GitHub Action, like I said last week. And it's available through GitHub pages. So this blog is made with Quarkus Rock. So you have pagination here. We already have a few articles on so URL handling. You can manage drafts, syntax highlighting, pagination. You have SEO that was introduced this morning. So you can go visit it, you can contribute, you can, it's all new, and I hope it will be a blast. That's it about Quarkus Rock.
And Max asks you to zoom in.
Oh, okay. Let's go back. Up, up, up. And maybe we have actually, if I reduce the size, yeah, it works also on mobile phone.
Nice.
But this is just CSS. So this was a theme I used. I actually copied a theme from Jekyll and ported it to Qt. There we go.
Cool. Excellent.
I will keep, and now I'll jump to the lab, which is, so last week, if you remember well, we did the CMS part, which is here. And today we will do, so let's close this, the blog part, which is very similar to what I just showed with Rock. The only difference is that in our example, we're using a DB instead of having static files on the disk. And we are actually editing the DB through the CMS we made. So here is what it's going to look like in the end. You have the list of blog posts. Oh, I see that we have a mistake here. Let's go to our awesome CMS and fix it. This is blog.
It's very
Save.
careless, those developers with their mistakes.
Yeah. Oh, that works. Cool. So hopefully we can update it with our awesome CMS. And if we go, we have the article pages like this. And here, that's the second part of the lab where you can add your I'm impersonating you, Mateus. Up, and I said this is a static page, but you can add post. This is because we are going to create a full stack microservice using lit to add the comment section. So the comment section is actually a different service. Okay, cool.
Excellent.
It's your turn, Mateus.
Okay.
Yep. So that's where we're going, and Mateus is going to show us how we get there.
Yep.
Excellent. Right. So let's go to Mateus' screen.
It's okay. No. Okay. Then let's start the part 2 here. Okay, I will open my IDE here. I don't know if, okay, it is opening. Okay.
Didn't you say you changed your laptop, Mateus?
I changed my laptop, but I don't know what is happening. Okay, let's close this one. I think that the problem is me. Okay. We can see this one first.
Yeah.
Okay, it's better. Okay, then this part 2, we will use a Qt web, a Quark REST, Web Blender, okay, Hibernate and Panache, a DDBC, and the Rock generator. Okay, we have here the blog post. We can see the dependencies here. This is for markdown, okay? Web Blender, Hibernate, JDBC, the rock generator extension, Qt, and the Quarkus REST, and
So
Maven PN, okay?
just a small note on Rock Generator. So I said there was no link between what I said with Rock and this lab. This is Rock is separated in three parts. You have the data, the front matter, and the generator. The generator is just a really small part that take a snapshot of your Quarkus app and put it as a static website. So it's not related to generating page like I showed you. This is just generating your Quarkus app as static files, HTML files. So this is why we need it here, because we want in the end to generate it. Okay, can continue.
Okay, then let's run the application. The markdown is not rendering. I don't know why. It's okay, the terminal. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Quarks dev. I talked about the resource application at Puppet before. None. Just changes to update.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
If you're starting now, you need to change it to update. If you didn't do the part one.
Yeah. Okay. Is running, I think. Yeah. Let's press W and we have exception, but no worry. This is the part of the plan. Okay. Like Renard, we have here the base template. Okay. We have a template where you can set some shared HTML. For example, we have here HTML head, and we can use the index.html here or blog, and the title. Oh, sorry, the title here can be replaced by the base template. It's like Renard. Okay. Can you talk more about it, Andy, or not?
Yeah. So what we're trying to show here is the different way of using Quarkus. So you could use Renard, which is what we did in the first part. You could use just Qt. And here, so that it's not boring for you, we will try to go deeper in Qt features. So those Qt features that we will see, you can also use them in Renard. But here we show you that you can also choose to just use Qt by itself, like just Qt.
Perfect. And this just Qt is very interesting because we just need to add the resource templates and pub just an index.html here to share. We don't not have a controller here. We just need to set our templates
Yeah.
or view part.
So this is a feature of Qt Web where you can add your template without having the Java resources to tie it to, and you will still have type safety and everything. Just you just need the HTML file, and it will be served on your root path.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see the base.html. Okay. And block entry. But first, let's see the index.html. We have here the block entry. We have the entry here, and this is the block entry. Let's see the block entry first. Sorry, the block entry. We have a panache entity, title, slug, picture, content, like the last section, and okay, we have here is a type safe and slug and title, but the two abstract. We don't have the two abstract here. If you look to abstract, there is no to abstract. And what's happening is the template extension method allowed by Qt. Okay, and let's see here where we are defining the template extensions by Qt. This one. And behind the scenes, what's happening is Qt in build time is transforming this one to abstract and validates this one like this. Does not define it to abstract property, but we are using the type safe manner, and this is one we resolved it. when we declare the template extensions. Okay.
So just by declaring that method, you will, if you access an entry, you will be able to call toAbstract on it, and it will result as a string. That will be the abstract version of that entry.
Yeah. Okay. Then because we can use the to abstract
And
here.
yeah, also abstract is not the Java abstract. It's just the abstract of the content of that article, right?
Okay. And let's fix our exception here. It's just to add this for. Let's add this one. I will copy
And
this one.
while you're coding this, so as you saw, if you have an error, you will see it in your index page. So it will fail. So if you are missing some stuff in your page, it's exactly like coding in Java. If you start typing something and you don't follow it, it will fail at compilation. This is the exact same here. It failed at compilation and tell you where. And Mateus right now is actually fixing that compilation error following the lab. And we needed a for loop to iterate. Oh, we're already there.
Yeah.
You're fast to code, Mateus.
Thank you. Okay. And perfect. Let's go to the second. Yeah, the block entry page. Okay. Perfect. Block Java. Let's copy this one.
So now that we've been editing our index page, we want to edit the post page where you have the detail of your post, right?
Let's click one. It's not working. Block. Sorry. Check and template here. Block entry.
So here is adding a check template. This will bind. So in the difference from the index, here we're not using Qt Web. We are actually declaring that page as in our resource. And for this, we bind the template and tell what will be the input of that template, which will be a blog entry for the blog post. And this will, by doing that, we are actually able to use our instance and also to plug type safety on it.
Okay. This is by default. Here we are seeing this blog. Let's open here. This mapping binding to blog here, and blog post is the name of the method here. If
Yeah.
you want to, for example, define another base path, you can, for example, let's think blogs. We need to create a blogs directory here, and if I want to the full name, it's the name of the method. No, no, okay. And we have some options here. And sorry, block entry, check and template. And the full name it is the name of the method.
Okay.
And you can use, for example, element name and hyphenated
Okay.
element name
So,
underscore name.
so this is how we do the mapping between the name you use in Java and the file name. So for example, you could have blog dash post if it was hyphenated.
Yeah, by default,
Cool.
the IntelliJ is helping
Yeah.
me with this one.
Awesome.
Okay. This. Let's do this one. Now we are using type safe template here. Let's click to refresh the page. And now we can access the blog post. And this one is I talked about the forwarded template, path
Yeah.
template. Now let's use our template extensions and blog post. Let's enter here. We can access here blog post and enter the HTML, not HTML, but the markdown here. Okay. Quarkus, that's Quarkus because I created this one in CMS. Okay.
Cool. So you must be really familiar with all this, Mateus, because you've been implementing the markdown extension for Qt, right?
Yeah. We can, if you want to use, for example, markdown markup here. Obviously, you need to add the extension.
Yeah.
But with the markdown extension, you can do this one and write the markdown here. Hello. And this will be converted to something like this one. Hello and at build time.
Yeah. Awesome. And this is what we're using in Rock also.
Yeah. Okay. We already have this content here, and you should define it text. You can comment something about it, and or not. Okay, I think no.
Okay, so sorry, I didn't understand you were. I thought you were reading what was in.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Keep going. No, I didn't have anything to say.
Perfect. Okay, let's implement this one now. This is just to add a tag here and template extensions. Let's define a new template extensions. Let's close this one.
So by adding this, you will add new method to the date. So if you access a date through Qt, you will be able to call that month str method, and that will return. Sorry, can you? Okay, the month, right? Cool.
Yeah. Enter date, and now we can use this one.
Yeah. So published is a date, and we can now call month str. Cool.
Cool. This is a local date here.
Just to be sure, can you go in the page to see if it works? I want to see something. Yeah, go on the results page to see if that actually shows a month now.
No, okay.
So you have the fix me, and now at the left we can see the date already. Cool, that works. And now could you go back to the Java file just to make sure of something, to the template extension?
Sorry.
Yeah, here, and just remove the month str.
This one.
Yeah. Up, you added an equal. Okay, save, refresh. Okay, you just wanted to show that screen. Awesome.
Yeah.
Go back. Yeah, here you can see in the IDE that it's not good. Oh, yeah, but keep it. I want to see that screen. Okay. Yeah, that one. So you have the exact detail of where you file, and it tells you that the method monthStr is not on local date, which is what we did through the template extension. Cool. Thanks, Matthias. You can add it back in the template extension.
Okay.
Awesome.
And we have now, if you want to create, for example, a new blog post, hello, and we have a CMS, hello, and okay, we have a blog post here integrated. Perfect.
Very good. So that's the end of part 2, is it?
Yeah, I think that if you want to generate
we can,
such a website, I think we can try this one.
Yeah, you can try it if you want. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this one then. Let's see the produce rock selection.
Yeah.
Selection, file symbol. And okay. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I can. So in order to be able to generate your static website, there are 2 parts. You have static files, which are the static assets made by the web bundler. You have your index page, and you have your blog article. The rock generator asks you to inform it about what you want to generate. So here we want to, for each of our blog posts, we want to generate the HTML page that is for that blog post. So we're telling it through that producer to index, to scrap those files. That's pretty much it. So that when you hit that command, so if you start a command to generate, can you just go into application for properties for 1 second?
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, by default, Rock is actually adding the index page plus the web bundler assets. So you don't have to specify it, they will be added by default. But if you have other pages that are dynamic, you need to add them. Okay, you can run the command.
I will close this one.
So this will run Quarkus, fetch all the HTML files, and generate it in the, specific directories that can be consumed by any static website server. So Quarkus run, so it's actually running the app, starting the app, generating, and as you can see, it said that it's successfully generated in target/rock. So if you go in the rock directory, you can see that now you have only HTML files.
Yeah.
Which is actually what we're using in rock. So this is how we made rock.
And let's continue here. Debugging app install.
So that part is just installing a small Debugging server, static server. That's it. Okay. Max will be happy because we're showing Debugging.
Although you say that, but Max isn't happy because Max has a feature request. So back when you showed the missing method led to an error, and we pinpoint the exact spot, Max suggested that it would be even cooler if you could click on it, and then it goes to the IDE, because we do that for most of the stack traces in Quarkus now.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, you're right. So now if you
oh
sorry,
no,
what did happen?
No.
I just put on the comment at just the wrong moment and jinxed it and made it have an error because Andre said it looked promising.
I need to trust, I think.
Just do Debugging trust. You see the one with Quarkiverse? You can trust the Quarkiverse, I guess.
Oh,
yeah, add that one.
Okay.
And now that should work. Let's hope.
Okay. It's working, I think.
We are just on time.
Was quite reasonably not letting you just download random content from the internet and execute it without some kind of opt-in.
Oh, please start new. Okay.
Okay, that works. So we have the exact same thing. Wow, that's so cool. We have the exact same thing. But the only big difference is that we didn't start Quarkus. And that could be deployed to GitHub pages or to Netlify or to whatever.
Great.
And Max asks, will Rock eventually be able to not require the user to manually add that method to decide what content to generate?
So if you use Rock as a static seed generator, you don't have to do it. But if you have your own content with your DB, I'm not sure how we could guess the URLs that there might be ways to actually detect it because we have some similar stuff in the DebUI, but I haven't gone that far, at least.
I think you already showed this one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's do the part 3.
Congratulations on doing part 2, by
Yeah.
the way. And at least by doing that optional part, you understand why for the third part we are actually deploying another service. Because if you have a static page, it means that you can't have a blog post or comments, because this is not dynamic. So you would use such a full stack microservice for it. And the good thing is that you could use scale from 0, meaning that if you have some cheap place to put it, you could just scale to 0 most of the time. And if someone comments one day, like one day every 3 weeks or something, at least it will just start at that time.
That's really
And you
cool.
don't have to pay for it.
Perfect. Okay, let's go to the part 3. I will open part 3 here. Trust project.
You're just on time, Mateus. Timing is perfect.
Okay, and if you haven't complete the same as part 1, okay, you can complete this after. And let's go to the part 3 and run the Quarkus dev. I will use this terminal here. No, I will use this one.
While you're opening, a big thanks to Philip Kruger, Martin Kuba, and Stefan Epardo, because not only they've been making the extension that are sustaining all this, but they also contributed most of those different labs. So for example, that part, the third part, is made by Philip Kruger. I think he was here recently, right? Last week or something?
Yeah, I wasn't, but I think he was.
Yeah, I need to watch it. I wasn't available at that time. It was the new not dev UI, but the new dev stuff to help you develop now, something like that, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the only one aware, I think. So to do, that's a good
Just
start.
to do. Yeah, and let's change this to do, and we have the backend here. Let's see the comment resource. This is just a JAX REST, simple REST, and the comment. This is using Panache. Okay, we have half time name comment constructor, the full constructor, and finally we have comments method here. Just this one, okay, and we have just some extensions: Rice Jackson, Beam Validation, Panache, and A2 database. And let's create our comment using a terminal curl. Let's see what's created. Okay, and let's test the get endpoint. Let's see here. Okay, this is okay. We have comments, and let's go to the UI lab with lit.
I have a small comment here. So until now, we've been doing mostly backend stuff and server-side rendering, and now we're switching to another part of the rainbow, the Quarkus web rainbow, where you can do backend stuff, backend, middle, front-end stuff, or just front-end. Or you can have your range in there. And here we are moving to more UI kind of way of doing, where we're using Lit. Lit is a front-end library. It's a we can call it a framework, I think, to create web components. And what we're trying to show here is the fact that with Quarkus, you can do server-side rendering. You can add jQuery if you want. You can Or you can use Lit or React or Angular or any other front-end framework. You will always have a solution with Quarkus to do it.
Perfect. Let's start with a base component, an app. We have a comment box text box here. This is a lead component, and we have a comment box here. Let's do something here. And okay, we have tested here, and now let's to add a new property, the have property here. Okay, and let's add the comment box because the index.html don't have the comment box file here.
So
Can you
here
talk?
we are actually creating a tag, a HTML tag. The HTML tag is named comment box. And now what Matthews is doing is actually adding that tag to the index page so that when we refresh the page, we see that component that we just created.
Yeah.
And another small note is the fact that we didn't show all the bundling and JavaScript configuration and all this because there is none. We're using the web bundler. We just have to have the POM dependency for lit, and that's pretty much it.
Perfect. Hello world and to do. Perfect. And let's add a new string state property called comment in your lit element. Let's here.
So a property is a parameter that you pass to your tag, while a state is something that is kept during the lifetime of your component. And when you change the state, it will re-render, this is how those component works. So you update the state, it calls the render again. But this is not calling your backend. This is just happening client side in your browser.
Okay, and let's add a method that call the res endpoint to fetch our comments. And let's do it. Fetch our comment. This one.
Yeah. So as opposed to server-side rendering, where you just iterate in your web page that will render HTML content, here we need to do Ajax to call our REST API in order to convert them to JSON, then to JavaScript object that we can render as HTML. So this is happening again in the browser.
Perfect.
Thanks.
And let's connect it callback. This just to call fetch our comments here.
Yeah. So
And
connected callback and disconnected callback are API part of the lit API, and this is what's called when your component is first shown on the screen. It's connected, and when it gets out, it's disconnected. So this is where you want to fetch the comment.
it's like a life cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. And okay, we have here the connect callback calling your backend endpoint and the handler where we will show our component. And let's copy this one and handler. Let's remove the reload word. And we have a HTML here. What is it, Andy? HTML and this one.
When you do HTML, this is JavaScript. If you go at the top, it's imported, the HTML method. And this is using template rendering, which will do some HTML stuff to render those, because, it adds some behavior to your HTML so that you can plug some callback and use some state. And thanks to this little HTML formatter, this will connect it to the lit API.
Perfect. Thank you. And okay, expected but found.
Oh, and we've got a comment as well, just while we're talking about that. So Andre says, using browser web components API will be even with no dependencies like lit HTML on the client side, just raw web stuff. Nice, and that's what we do in the Quarkus Dev UI.
Okay. And we have some comments here. I have
Okay,
to
yeah.
do. Let's remove the to do. I don't know why we have to do. Maybe here. I don't know where. Here. Okay. No worry. And let's now add a method to the post when the button is clicked. And let's just create this method here and declare.
So this is calling fetch. Fetch is the method to call a REST API from JavaScript. This is Java standard. And we call the comment method with post, and we're sending JSON data to it with the comment that you've been writing. And then when it's, sorry, can you go up again? When you get the response, we set the new comment list that is sent back from the REST API.
Perfect. Okay, let's refresh this one. And let's add our CSS.
Yeah.
Okay.
So something important about web components is that they are isolated from the rest of the CSS of your web page, and they include their own CSS. So you need to add a CSS for it. And if you want to control it from the outside, it will be done through CSS variables.
Perfect. And wow.
Oh, you have a nice designer, right?
Yeah. Okay, CSS and course.
Of course. Yeah.
Perfect.
So since we are going to use that component from the outside, because here we are all on the same machine, but they could be total different server. So we need to allow our blog to access that service. And for this, we need cores.
Okay. And blog post just after the. Okay, let's copy this one.
So now we go back to our step 2 blog, copy that component, and let's see what happened.
I open this one new window. Post after just sorry.
After the article, yeah, after the article should be good.
Okay.
So here we let's see what happened. So in the script we put our service, and in the service 7070 is the one we just made. The bundler will generate a JavaScript file. This is what we import. Thanks to that JavaScript file, we will have access to that new tag that we made with lit, which is command box. Then can you go back to the
Sorry.
yeah, and here we're using the slug of the post to identify a blog post. So each blog post will have its own comments, which is what we want. This is a bit like using discuss. We just made a discuss tag here for our blog. And now let's try it.
Okay.
So this will not be here. Yeah, you need to go to our blog.
Oh, sorry. No, it's not running.
Did you stop it?
Yeah, I stopped it.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, your computer is a bit faster than last week. Yeah.
It's not a Mac. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, that one doesn't look nice because the designer who made that blog is not very good.
Okay.
And if you at the bottom, you should add the comment, don't you? You don't?
Command? What command?
Okay. But you just added the comment. Go back to your code, to your post page. Yeah, here you added the comment. So that should work. So no, it should be all
I
right.
think inside the article, no?
Oh, you're in the index. Okay, I thought you were inside the article. Oh, no, you were. Go back to your ID once again. So here you're on the blog post page. Yeah, okay, that's good. Can you open the developer tool on Chrome to see what's wrong? So if you go back to Chrome or Firefox, or yeah, I think you're using Chrome. To your browser.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, now you open the browser developer tool.
We're going to get a live debugging session.
No, not the dev UI. Yeah, so much. The developer console for you from your browser.
Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. And now you need to go back to the page 8080 on your blog post.
Okay, let's go.
Not that one. Yeah.
8080. Okay.
And now you go in the blog post, and now you open the console. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And now you go in network.
Okay. And sorry.
Close this. Yeah. Refresh. And now here, main.js. We should have two main.js. Okay, you got it. So what's going on? That should be enough. And if you go on the second main.js, you have two main.js. So could you go back in the header to see which one is? Oh, you have lit here. So that's the one. Okay.
There's parts like here. Do you mean here?
And can you? Yeah, I think everything seems all right. So I'm not sure why you're not seeing the blog post. Could you refresh? Maybe that's some caching stuff in your browser. So go back to your browser, refresh.
No.
Oh, that's the worst kind of error when it should clearly be working. And everything is working except for the bit where it actually works.
Yeah, and if you, yeah, that could be. Can you see the DOM of your page? Go back to the developer console. Yeah, and go in elements. And now, yeah, command box. And if you open it, you have the. So it seems the element is actually here. So it means that it's not a caching problem. The ref is good. It's using lit. Yeah, that's really. It's a bit like if the component wasn't working at all. I have no idea. Yeah, I'm stuck as you are. I will need to debug on my machine to see what's wrong.
We can use the solution here to see.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I have the solution locally if needed.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Open that one.
Control F5 to force refresh as well.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if it's a caching issue because we wouldn't see the the component and everything. That's really weird. It looked like the component is here but not implemented. So yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's start. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's start the solution and see if that works. Anyway, we have 10 minutes. We are not too late.
Okay.
Did you stop the part 2? You can keep the part 2 from yours. Yeah.
Process use 770.
Yeah, because you didn't stop the other one, did you? Yeah.
This is part 3. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's 3. Okay.
So yeah, for your information, in the repository for the lab, you have the solution. You have a solution directory, and you have all the different part 1, part 2, and part 3, but with the solution code. So you can always start this if something goes wrong. The weird thing is that you don't have any course issue. You don't have any that. Yeah. Did you add the button to post comment? I don't. Maybe you missed a part of the. Yeah, you have the button here. You have it for sure now. And now, if you refresh your blog post, because maybe you just didn't have any comment, and you didn't add the button. So maybe we need a part of. Yeah, I think I know what happened. It was working, but you didn't have the form. Okay. Now if you go in a blog article, that should work.
It's not working. Okay, let's go this one.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you did you showed the example, you didn't actually add any post, if I remember well. I will watch the watch it again. the playback.
Okay, it's
It
running.
started.
Okay.
Yeah, good. All good. Yeah, I think that was the issue. So can you add a comment to see if that works? Good. And now the last part is to generate it as a static website again with the command from part 2 and see if that still works with the comments.
Okay. Do you mean to generate again with Quarkus generator the block 2? Do you mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. I don't know what is the command I need to copy.
It was in part 2, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is I need to add some kind of helper to run that command. I'm not sure how to do it. So I'm not sure how I could create maybe I thought about creating a Quarkus plugin for it, but yeah, I'm not sure. For now, it's just an environment.
Oh no.
Oh, we should not have go that far.
Reference countercurrent in English. No.
What did you do, Mateus?
I don't know. I just changed it in my laptop.
Curse of the demo gods.
Okay. No worry. I have a solution. Oh, sorry. Let's do it, super.
Mac suggests a simpler syntax.
Just do it for me.
Yeah.
Okay. And now if you hit rock and open it.
That's right, because we did not add a comment to the solution, I think.
Yes, it is, I think. I showed the solution just before and it was there. Okay, well, it's all right. I mean, we made most of it. So yeah. Just for the people, the idea is that you can get the comment in your static website, which is kind of cool because you made it as an external web component, and you have both the backend and the component for it, which I really love. But yeah, for today, the demo god didn't want us to show it to you. I mean,
it is such a nice pattern, though.
Yeah, you can do it. The lab, you can do it on your machine. And if you have issues, the same issue, just create an issue on the lab and we will fix it.
Although probably if you're doing it by yourself without lots of people watching you, it will work fine.
Yeah, because I did it before and it was working. So something, yeah. I guess Mateus did something weird at some point.
Okay.
No, see, it's not Mateus's fault. It's the fault of the people watching,
Yeah.
because it's the eyeballs that make things break.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how it works.
Your machine works.
Yep. Cool. So have we got anything else, or did we? I mean, apart from the demo gods.
So I have a small note, ending note. So yeah, I hope you all appreciated all this. And the last thing that we didn't cover in those labs is quinoa. And we actually have an issue on the web lab, and we want to have a part about quinoa in that lab. So that will be in the next weeks probably, and we will probably have another session, maybe with Mateus. We don't know.
Thank you, Andy.
So in principle, in principle, does it work to have quinoa and rock, and so that you can have your React front end and your static backend?
And you could do the exact same lead component using quinoa. So here we use a web bundler, but you can also use quinoa.
Very nice.
That's it.
Oh yeah, we've got an apology from the audience for for having the eyeballs that caused it to fail.
Now we know who thinks it.
Yeah. Oh well, thank you very much, Mateus, and thank you very much, Andy. I think that super useful, and looking forward to going and trying it myself. I couldn't type along while you were doing it because then I wouldn't be able to push the buttons. But yeah, really good. Any other questions before we wrap up? 3, 2, 1. Nope, I think we're good. I think we're closing. Cool. Thank you all. Have a really good day, everybody.
Thank you guys. Bye.